Greetings, blessings. Welcome to JsGrassFedGarden. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but this spring, 2023, the Northeast and other places had experienced around the average time we get our last frost. We got a frost, a really bad one, like 22 in some places, 28, 30, but we hadn't had a frost in 3 weeks, so it really kind of caught a lot of people off guard, and a lot of the blossoms were already opened on the apple trees, fruit trees, peaches, and so if they were in an open field context, they pretty much got annihilated, and there's little to no fruit this season at the orchards. At least that's what I've been hearing through the grapevine. But this apple tree was in a protected microclimate with a barn to the west, a house to the east, and a large 200-year-old maple tree to the south, and also another sumac tree. Right here is the sumac and the large maple. And we're also at about 1,000 feet up here, so we're above the frost line. But anyways, in a protected microclimate, there's hundreds of apples on this tree, and it's about 25 to 30 years old, and it's never been pruned. So it's pretty interesting to see, and I just scythed the underneath of it. It had about 5-foot tall goldenrod around the whole perimeter, so we'll get some good airflow. And there's actually 1, 2, 3, there's like 4 or 5 seedling apple trees in there from apples just falling and the seeds sprouting. So that's cool. Maybe I could talk to the owner and dig those up and plant them out when I have my land. But I just thought that this would be a good observation for people to learn from, that when you try to input, man always tries to fight nature instead of working with nature. So if we can take observations from nature and re-implement them in our systems, I think that that would be highly valuable. Rather than planting all of your fruit trees into an open field context and having no fruit, you can mimic microclimates that we observe through everyday life or other people's systems, and re-implement those with our projects on our land. Basically what I'm trying to say is that if this tree was in an open field context, there would be no fruit on it at all, like most of all the other ones. But since we were at a higher elevation, we had protected microclimates to the west, the east, and the south. There is hundreds of apples on this tree that are going to be really good for fresh eating, making some homemade apple cider, and maybe planting the seeds and growing more Macintosh apples. Call me the real life Johnny Appleseed. We'll see. But one love, wholeness to everyone. I thought these are some good notes to take, and maybe they're of value to you. So have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.